All right, guys, as you can see, I'm in studio BCD. I'm not quite sure, but I'm with my man, Stock Up with Larry Jones.
What's up, good people? The bear market beard is gone.
The bear market beard has been baby shaved.
It's gone.
Clean.
Whether the market goes down or up, it's gone.
Hey, we are out here in Hampton, Virginia. We're getting ready to go to an event which Larry's going to be speaking tonight called Iron Sharpens Iron. And make sure that you can, if you are in the area, come out. It's going to be great. We're going to be actually doing this for Friday, a little bit Saturday, and we'll be sticking around to watch Mr. David Robinson himself speak at Charles Robinson's church. So I wanted to check in with you guys. We've had an incredible live trade session this morning, nothing but wins. A little trouble with the Wi-Fi, but we knocked out some nice winners. The market was slowing down, and there's a really ominous overshadowing of today that's bigger than the bearishness of a typical September, and that is triple witching. We've got expiration of options, and this is normally a day that occurs because large investment funds have to lock in profits. They've got to cut losing positions. They've got to pile into positions that they didn't have enough exposure to. And so it's absolutely going to be a volatile day. And the majority of that work gets done in the power hour, which is the last hour of the day between 3 and 4 o'clock. That's when you're going to begin to see the market move. And the movement that I would say I'm anticipating is a downward movement. And I've been warning that after we had the rate cut.
You too.
What's that?
I was thinking the same thing.
You're thinking the same thing?
Exact same
Yeah.
thing.
So, you know, I don't like to front run. I don't like to guess the market. I like to have a trade plan. I like to follow the candles. But I'll just tell you that I'm definitely taking some risk off. Now, got to talk about some trades that I'm almost too afraid to sell. And one of them is Serve. We've been talking about this since it was well below $9, and I show this chart almost every week for the last 2 months, predicting an incredible breakout. Now, the first breakout was the move above $10.25. The prediction was that it would hit 12, and I said, we're going to stick around the $12 mark for a little bit, but as soon as we get above 12, we're going to rip, and that's what we got today. Now, this is one I love to give Michael Spylord credit. He's one of my crown traders in the Stocks with Josh Discord, and he has been providing the day-to-day updates on Serve. Now, I'm going to tell you that I am too afraid to sell my Serve, because even though I did predict and expect that we would run into a little resistance between 15 and 16, and even though today is triple witching day, I see this thing hitting $17. And so you have to have your own trade plan. It's doing exactly what I and Michael have predicted and shared in the Discord and on YouTube for weeks and months. We're having that huge move.
Where'd you guys start at?
I started right around $9 on Serve.
Okay.
Possibly, no, it was $8. It was in the $8 range.
Wow.
That's when I took my big position, but I've been actually watching it since 5. Yeah, so great move. Larry, tell me a little bit about what you're going to share with the people at this event, Sharpen the Iron for the community real quick. Give us a sneak peek.
Well, a sneak peek of what we'll be discussing tonight. Of course, it's faith-based, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be too like preachy. Anybody could come out. We're just going to be talking about I'm actually going to literally show people how to become millionaires, really. For real, like starting out and then starting out the next generation. We're going to get rid of the stinking thinking, right? We're going to talk about trust the process, things that successful people do to be successful and to be wealthy, and how to build true wealth. And it's very entry level. It's not necessarily, somebody that has to be an expert in technicals and everything, just the basics of what you need to be doing. And then we're going to fill the room out. And if there's some people, that are more advanced, we may spend like 1 or 2 minutes on it, but mostly we're just going to inspire you to do better and be better. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and the little bit that I am going to contribute today is that you got to get prepared, man. The more and more AI is getting invested into, the more these companies are ultimately building a base to lay you off.
Can I talk about some of that?
Yeah.
The quantum computing stocks that we are in, I made a whole list: IONQ, QUBT, quantum computing, D-Wave. They have absolutely mooned and ripped over the last 3 days. They're just, I'm afraid that they may pull back a little bit on the last hour today. It's funny you said that. I mentioned it in my money moves, the same thing. I was like, let's keep an eye on the last hour. But AI is driving the whole narrative.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. And, you know, a lot of economists are predicting that 50% of the workforce will be wiped out by AI by 2030. And so this is a reality, folks. And so my view is that you're going to have to take your position on Wall Street. If you lose your working 9-to-5 job, be prepared to stop trading your time for money and start letting that money work. Let me just share this with you guys, because this is something that, I remember when this was shared with me, Larry. When you go to sleep, the dollar, if it's put in the right place, never grows tired. It'll work 24/7. When you're on holiday, that dollar, if you put it in the right place, will keep working for you. I'm getting into his message. We haven't talked. But so here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Here's the final word for today, because this video is always, every time I come and talk to you, I'm always respecting the fact that people are out there trying to grow wealth. So let me be clear with you. The message for today is a little bit twofold, right? I am too afraid to sell my Serve. I'm too afraid to sell my Oklo. I'm too afraid right now to sell my SoFi. These are names that are just working, right? And they're working on Triple Witching Day. Now, keep an eye on them. And that's the second part of this message is be careful, watch it, but personally, I'm going to hold some of these winners longer through the month of October and November because I see them really going higher. But be aware of what today represents. It represents high volatility, and be aware that it typically occurs by the power hour. And I think that it would make a lot of sense for the market to get a little dip here in September so that we can come back and continue to climb through October and November. So I'm still bullish on the year. I'm just bearish on the remaining days of September. So that's your message for today. I hope you guys can come out and watch us. Appreciate Mr. Jones being in the video today with that new face of his looking, bam, there you go.
Do I look older or younger? That's the question.
And we're actually going to connect right now. We're sitting outside of a restaurant. We're going to connect with Charles. We're going to go join him. And but we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for joining me today.
You mentioned triple witching.
Did mention triple witching. Okay. You can go. You can break it down. No, please break it down exactly.
Okay. Go ahead. Triple witching is the last hour of the stock market trading session between 3 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, of course, New York time, on the third Friday of every March, June, September, and December. Not every month, just those months. Those are the expirations of these three kinds of securities: stock market index futures, stock market index options, and stock options. So that's what triple witching is. Yeah, I'm going to throw one more name out there that's not been terribly bullish, but I was talking about it today in the Discord, and that's Bull, Webull stock. And I showed everybody how the Bull stock, BULL, had a similar setup to Serve, what originally attracted me to Serve. Now, I'm going to remind you guys, those who aren't technical, there are technicals that guide me, and one of them is volume. Okay, we trade the trend, and that's why we took positions of risk all through the month of September. Even though September is normally bearish, we trade the trend, and that's how we made great money on Google and Baba and Serve and all these other plays I'm talking about. But the confirmation of the move and the confirmation of a reversal is always going to be the sign of volume, right? And so Bull, keep an eye on Bull as well. I'm not going to show you any charts today because I can't. I'm not in my studio. But I want you to go check out the Bull chart and compare it to the Serve chart. That could be one of my picks for the month of October. We made some money on it before, but it has not quite done what it's capable of doing. So we're going to be watching that one going into October.
So go check it out, and I'll talk about it again in a future video. Peace and blessings, my friends. Don't sleep on the Stocks with Josh Discord. It's the same name as the show. You simply search www.stockswithjosh.com. I'm going to be going over the fact that in the last 6 weeks, I believe it's 6 weeks, we have ran a 73% success rate for every one of my GOAT alerts. And specifically, if you took an equal position on all of the GOAT alerts, your portfolio would be up 140%. These are the facts. I have the receipts.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to just say this, and it's not just because Josh is my guy. His class or his Patreon is the easiest no-brainer investment, if you ask me. I'm just telling you, I watch the plays. People are making life-changing money. And it's not just get in and do this, do this, do this. He's also educating you while he's giving you the plays. It is a 1 to 20 investment, meaning for every $1 you're putting in, you're getting $20 back. So invest in yourself first and join the GOAT.
Thank you, Larry. That means a lot to me. And I feel the same way about Larry's page and Larry's money moves. We're going to promote, and not for the sake of promotion. I'm in Larry's Money Moves Discord, and you can go find that on the Stock Up with Larry Jones page. And he is definitely walking a community through long-term investment, building up everyone's base of knowledge. And to the point of what he said about the Stock GOAT University, my Discord, is that we've got the technicals, we've got the plays, but if you don't have the plan, the patience, and the discipline, they'll be useless to you. They'll be useless to you. So we've got to lay the foundation. Sometimes the foundation that needs to be laid is psychological, and sometimes it's just character, patience. Trust me, guys. Larry will tell you. Come on, Larry. You know that this is a patience game, isn't it?
It's very patient. Yeah. You gotta have patience. Well, patience pays is what I always say.
Patience pays, and it's not enough to know how to trade, and it's not even enough to know what to trade. Right. You can get it right with the right call at the right time and still end up losing money. I see people do it all the time because they hold too long, they don't lock in profits. That's the important part, and that's the part that I'm trying to focus on and teach a generation of traders. And that's what this Iron Sharpens Iron event that Larry and I are doing this evening. So I hope to see you guys there. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day.
See ya.